This video is specific to literally translating one language to another. It doesn't look at contextualizing for your other users in another country or culture. Now, you can see here we've just got a simple storyline file open, and these three slides are what we're going to translate. So what we do is we actually use a PowerPoint. And the reason we do PowerPoint is because generally most people have access to PowerPoint, which means that if we send it to someone to translate, if we need a client to open it, they already have the software to be able to open this file. So what we do is you'll see there that we've got 3 slides, 1, 2, 3, that are going to replicate 1, 2, 3. Now, what we do is we basically build a mock-up of the screen. So we've got 3 text boxes and a start button, which replicate 1, 2, 3, and that. Now you'll notice that I've got it as a light grey. When we go to the second page, you'll see that we have the light grey boxes, but we also have these white boxes. Now what they actually represent are things on the screen that are positioned but don't need any translation. And they actually just help us when we get hundreds of pages to translate or more than one to make the association of we're on the right screen. And you may even choose to go a little bit deeper than a plain white box and to help you when you get the translation back, because we definitely don't know how to speak all the languages in the world. We might just put that there so that we know it is this screen that matches up with this screen. So I'm going to build one for you now. I'll build the next one. There's only slight variation here between text on the left, image on the right, image. So then what we can do is we can duplicate the slide. And we really recommend copying and pasting. Do not type things out, even if it's just one word such as the next or back button, because there's too much room for error. We want to minimize the error that can be made. So what we'll do is we'll copy and paste it over. We need to then check. I can notice already a formatting change. So the dot points haven't copied over. So that's really important for us to consider that, because when we go and translate it back in future, we're unlikely to look at the original file. We're going to look at this, although proper QA you would. So we got that. Then I want to switch it over. I'm going to get a screenshot of this dude here so I know that's what the screen is referring to. Get rid of her. So we use the white to position things on screen, as I said, but we don't need translation for that. So if I switch him over here, pull this one over here, I now have my 3 screens done. Now another tip is you quite often will have layers. You just do them exactly the same as what we've done now. So if I then, what happens is you send it off to a translator. In this instance, we are going to get it translated into Indonesian. And when it comes back like this. So they have translated what the original version was from English and translated it into Indonesian for us. And we know that that's the start button. That means start in Indonesian. So now what we can do is we can copy and paste again. So we want to copy and paste, and hopefully sometimes there's accents and things that go on letters for other languages. So you want to copy and paste as much as possible so that you are not having to type it out and get it wrong. You can see that there is formatting going on here. Now that's an issue, those 2 text boxes there you would have saw. So first of all, we can see that there's text gone into the second line. I'm going to pull it out, which quite often happens. A lot of languages, they actually need more words to say what we do in English. So you're going to have to be careful of the positioning. Sometimes, like in this instance, we may have to bring the font down. So these are all things you need to be aware of when you're estimating how long this task will take. I don't need that now because it's all being said in there. And it becomes a copy and paste exercise, but we recommend you do a proper QA looking at the original file for layout and also then looking at the translation between the two. So that is how you can quickly translate just through copy and paste and using a PowerPoint as your layout template to get it to where you need it to be. If you like videos like this, you will like our Creator Hub, creatorhub.belvistastudios.com, because there we have many things, but even just to get you started, basically jump into the freebies, because in here you'll find things like a storyboard template. We've got user acceptance testing approval templates, the QA checklist, an essential tool, and you'll also get things like the eLearning style guide template and a few other things that you might find valuable for your craft. So yeah, jump over to creatorhub.belvistastudios.com and get what you need.